calling it a love song.
What is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do people see you, your first impression, and like how people perceive you. So we have 3 piles here today. Pile 1 says code names. Pile 2 says block out distractions. And then at the back it just says this, you can pause to read. And pile 3 says climax. So yes, these are the 3 piles. Please watch the entire video if you can. I love you loads, and let's get into it. Okay, what is up, my awesome gemstones? It's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on your first impression and basically how do people see you. So yeah, sending love and light. I hope you're having an amazing day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're busy watching this video. Yeah, you know, sending good vibes, all that stuff. So let's get into it. And again, I'm very sorry about this splotchy lighting. I'm still trying to get the hang of this, okay? But like, yeah, if you'd like to also order a personal reading from me, my details are down below. Okay, let us begin. So pile number 1, you guys chose code names. So you can't really see it, but yeah, you saw it in the intro. So I feel like pile number 1, as for how people see you, you know, there's this vibe where it's like you know something that everyone else doesn't, or you are very playful. I feel like people view you as someone... Okay, so like, you know, I'm gonna say everything that I see. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, but there is this side, like this type of pretentious energy where maybe sometimes you say things and it's kind of like you come off like a bit of a know-it-all, or you know, there's people that will like try to explain certain complex topics, and then I don't know, like sometimes it just sounds a bit condescending. So maybe you have a bit of like a voice where it's like, it could be a nasal voice, or it's like your voice when you speak to people, it just sounds like, I don't know, maybe you're trying to be snobby, or it sounds like you're speaking in a way that's like seems belittling, but I don't think you do it on purpose. I think it's just like that's your voice. Or it's like you have a bit of a resting bitch face, but you're a really nice person, so it's like that's your face. Like your natural face is just, you know, like that type of vibe. But yeah, I feel like people even view you as someone that could definitely be in like, not a cult, but you have this like clique type vibe where it's like you talk to some people, you don't talk to other people. Like, you know, Mean Girls, where it's like on Wednesdays we wear pink. Like, I'm getting that energy, or people get that vibe from you, where it's like you have a certain day where you do certain things. Or I feel like people view you as someone that doesn't stray from routines, where it's like every morning you have iced coffee and you sit outside and you smoke a cigarette, or it's like every morning you walk your dog, every morning you do this. Like, I just feel like people see you as living a bit of like a repetitive day, or they just view you as someone that doesn't stray from organization. Okay. I'm hearing that people also see you as someone that enjoys outdoors and nature. And like, I'm hearing people say that you have like a grandma aesthetic. Like, I don't know if you can see the jacket that's on you, but you know, it reminds me of like quilting and like these old flowers and this rug that my grandma would always have, like, you know, that type of thing. Being into antiques, being into action figures, just like collectibles. Maybe like basketball cards or soccer cards. Like, you like collecting antiques, or you like collecting stamps. You seem like someone that's a bit of like an old-timey person. Maybe you have amazing handwriting, or you prefer letters over like text messages, or you're into poetry. I don't know why, but you remind me of Eugene Lee Yang. Like, I'll insert a photo of them over here. But yeah, like, you remind me of this person. They're a Capricorn. So yeah, Spirit, how do people see pile 1? Thank you, Spirit. Clear all the energy. How do people see pile 1? So the first card that we got is the Ten of Swords that came upright. So, people view you as someone that will end connections. I feel like they view you as someone that has tried your hardest to reach like a certain point. Like there was this audio that I heard. I think it was from Spider-Man, and the guy was like, "You can't do this to me. I built this company. I sacrificed everything." And I feel like people view you as someone that has sacrificed so much to be where you are. And it's this vibe where it's like, let's say you're a single mother, you're a single parent, and you gave up everything for your kids. You know, you didn't have an amazing childhood, so you try to make sure your kids have an amazing childhood. And even if you don't have kids, I just feel like people view you as someone that would never want anyone to go through what you went through, for future generations. And it's like, yeah, you sacrificed everything. So it's like, where you are right now, it's new, you know, you're not used to it. Like, you know, there's movies where it's like they're a waitress and then they get flung, they get flown, I don't know, but like they go in a palace and they're like, I don't know how to feel, you know, fancy. Like, I just feel like people view you as someone that they know that you didn't come from a lot, and they know that you sacrificed a lot to be where you are. And I feel like that's where you kind of like this rough edges personality comes from, or that's where people get this rough exterior where it's like you've gone through a lot, so obviously your personality is gonna come off like that. They can see your experiences through how you act, basically. But yeah, I'm hearing that some people can tell that you're new to this, like you're new to something. Maybe you just started a new career, like maybe it could be coding or like IT or something, and it's like some people are underestimating you, and they're trying to say, oh, you're not gonna last long or something. And yeah, I'm hearing that people think that you're new at this, but I feel like you're a fast learner and you're gonna get back on your feet very soon, okay? But let's see. So how do people see pile one? Spirit, how do people see pile one? So we have the Ace of Cups that came upright. Okay, an abundance of emotions, and also just like starting your emotions. So people view you as someone that really does put your heart and soul into what you love. And I'm just hearing that you're someone that has such a huge heart and you're so authentic. And I know some people like Capricorns and Scorpios, like they'll say, I have a big heart. And it's like, people know you have a big heart. People know that you are emotional, and people know that you put everything into your work, you put everything into the people you love, but mostly your career. Like, I'm just hearing people say that, you know, that career, this thing that you've built, this thing that you've been sacrificing everything for, whether it's your kids or your career, it's like, it's important to you. Because we also have the Four of Pentacles. You know, this talks about stingy energy. It talks about not wanting to like let go of what you've built, not wanting to, you know, maybe like you're overprotective of your kids. You don't want them to be exploring and like, you know, doing too much. Like, you're afraid you're gonna lose everything that you've built. And I feel like people can sense this like insecurity where it's like, yeah, like, I hope this doesn't sound too mean, but yeah, I just feel like people can sense that there is a big insecurity, and it's like you're just afraid that it's not gonna last, you know. And people can see that you don't always trust yourself, you don't always trust your intuition. But okay, let's get some positive traits, okay, Spirit. Not that these are negative, it really isn't. I don't think it's a bad thing to see insecurity in people. Okay, we have the Temperance card that just came out, Sagittarius energy, so you could definitely be a Sag. But yeah, this talks about balance. It talks about, okay, wait, let me check what I wrote about the Temperance. So it says, I love you, she sobbed, rubbing her hands over his face, his hair, his chest, making sure he was solid and real. I love you and I thought you were dead. I couldn't bear it. I'd walk through fire for you, he rasped. I have walked through fire for you. So again, it's just this thing where it's like this sacrificial vibe, where people view you as someone that will literally sacrifice. Like, if you're an angel, you'd sacrifice your wings for someone that you loved. They view you as someone that has this like savior mentality, I guess, you know. And like, you're a mixture of like an angel and like even like someone that's just like there's this song you need to listen to, Angel with Tattoos, and it's so beautiful. It's about this woman talking about, you know, she's an angel but she has tattoos, and it's like, maybe it doesn't look like a lot to someone else, but like it's everything to you. So people view you as someone that is really down to earth, and someone that like, you don't need, you know, the flashy this and this and this. You don't need like the big, you know, grand gestures. You just need to have the people that are important to you. And I even wrote your Hallmark movies where it's like, you're a cliche. I feel like you are a cliche. You know, you like having things like in order. You like having certain things like in a specific way. Yeah, you could definitely be non-binary. You could use they, them pronouns, or like z, them pronouns, neo pronouns. But yeah, you're very successful and you have self-control. So that is what I got for pile number 1. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and let's get into the next one. Okay, pile number 2, you guys chose block out distractions. So at the back it says, okay, you can pause and read. But it says your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule. You know what these distractions are, block them out. Okay, so yeah, you know, tunnel vision. I feel like people view you as someone that is definitely a go-getter. Like, as soon as I saw this card, I was thinking, you know, Capricorn, I'm thinking Aries, I'm thinking Leo. Mostly fire sign energies, like very dominant energies. So if you're part of the LGBTQ, people view you as, you know, maybe like a femme top, or like a mask top, or like just like a masculine person. There's a lot of masculine energy in this like energy that I'm getting right now. So yeah, I feel like people view you as someone that's very chilled and laid back. Like, you know, maybe you don't put that much effort in your appearance. You're a very sporty and athletic person, or it's kind of just like people don't try to change you. I feel like people don't try to change you because they wouldn't want to. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe you do have some mental health issues, and it's kind of like people admire you for that. And some people don't always know how to act around you because maybe it's like sometimes you talk about things that can be really dark or depressing, and it's like some people feel a bit uncomfortable, or some people don't know how to, you know, act around you. You could definitely be very spiritual, and I feel like you've been working with dark magic. You've been working with hexes and spells, and like you're really deep into like your spirituality. And I'm hearing that some people feel threatened in your energy, because as soon as I pulled out this card, it felt like there was an energy shift. And it's like, I feel like your energy threatens other people's, I don't want to say their peace, but it threatens them. I feel like, you know, sometimes when you're with someone and it's like their energy is just so high that it's kind of like a bit unsettling, or it's kind of just like what are you doing? Like, you can just tell when someone's really powerful. And I feel like that's how people view you. They know that you're very powerful. They know that you've seen darkness. They know that you've seen light, but you've seen pure darkness. They know that you've been on the deep end. They know that you've blacked out some things. You've lost some things. People could view you as someone that is a bit of like a party goer, someone that enjoys, you know, substances, having a good time, going out, hang out with friends. You're great with children. I'm hearing that you respect everyone's cultures, and I'm hearing that people really appreciate that you're able to be friends with people even despite differences. You know, maybe you have friends from like all over, where it's like you have friends that are long distance, you have online friends, you have friends from just all over the place, you know, school, church, I don't know, just when you go out to the park and you smoke a cigarette or something. It's like you meet people all over, and I feel like you attract a lot of people. And I do feel like you do scare some people. I feel like sometimes your energy is a lot, you know. Like, there was this quote where they said, you're not asking for too much, you're just asking the wrong person. Or like, if I'm too much for you, then go find less. And I feel like you can be a lot for some people, and it's like, you're not too much, you know. You're amazing. You are the perfect amount, okay? And I'm just hearing that some people don't know how to, you know, respect your boundaries. And I feel like some people will say things about you that aren't amazing because you're setting boundaries, you're setting healthy boundaries, you know, because you have your shit together. Like, maybe sometimes you'll be like, okay, listen, I want to hang out with you, but I need to work, so I can't go out now. Or you saying like, listen, I don't think you should be doing that, and I'm not going to support that, so no, or you say no to people, you know. And I just feel like you stand up for yourself, and it's like the moment you start trying to get like a better life for yourself, people will be like, no, like they want you to be low vibrational with them. And I feel like you're saying no, like I'm not going to be low vibrational. My vibe is high. If you can't catch up, like I'll see you when I see you. And guys, my energy, your energy, it's like my eye, oh my god. Okay, wait. Okay, pal 2, I literally had to burn some incense because damn, I was getting so many messages, and I was just like sensing that there is a lot in your energy. I feel like it can be scary, it can be a lot, you know. And I feel like one of your soul purposes really is to find your soul family. I feel like you're meant to be with your twin flame, you're meant to be with your soul family, you're meant to be with certain people in your life, and I feel like you need to find them, and they're gonna find you. So, you know, keep being spiritual, keep being yourself, don't change who you are for anyone, okay? And if someone says you're too much for them, let them go find less, or, you know, fuck them. So yeah, I don't even think I've pulled any cards out for you, so let's get some cards out. Spirit, how do people see pile 2? Spirit, how do people see pile 2? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords that came up, right? Okay, this is air sign energy, so you could definitely be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. And I feel like people view you as someone that is really cutthroat, someone that is very just like to the point. I feel like you don't beat around the bush. You kind of are like, what you see is what you get. This is who I am. I feel like you let people understand you, which is really amazing. Like, let's say you do have a mental health I don't want to say disorder, yeah, but a mental health disorder, or like you've been diagnosed with something, you will send, like, maybe like if you have bipolar, like you'll send a book to your friends and you'll say, here's a book to try and understand me, there we go. Or like yeah, like I'm just sharing that you let people understand you, let them love you. And it's like, if someone offers you something, maybe before you used to be bad at accepting love from people, but I feel like you've just been really working on unblocking all your chakras, you've been working on healing yourself, and I just feel like you are able to receive. You're able to receive, and I feel like that's a really important thing, because people are always like, oh, give, give, give. But another thing is you need to work on receiving. I feel like receiving is equally as important as giving, because if you can't accept anything, it's like you think that you're undeserving, but you are deserving of everything that you want in the world, okay? So yeah, Queen of Swords, it talks about independence, okay? Intelligent, you're rational, you're cool in a crisis, okay? Yeah, someone that's older, and someone that protects people, and you help people through their problems, and you give constructive criticism, okay? You defend people that can't defend themselves, you call them out, you like your own space, and you're wise because of your experiences, okay, Spirit. How do people see pile 2? But yeah, bro, I'm just hearing that like you have your third eye's open, you're really like, bro, I'm just hearing that you're like super spiritual, like you are doing the things, okay? We have the Fool card, which is so crazy, because I'm hearing that you're so like successful, like you've done so much, and it's like the Fool card talks about not knowing anything, and I feel like that's so amazing, where it's like, I just feel like you're following your own bliss, you're trying to follow your intuition, and you are. And I'm just hearing that yeah, you're letting your spirit guides guide you, you're letting your ancestors guide you, you're letting your intuition guide you, you're letting the universe guide you, and you aren't afraid to put your faith in people. Like, I'm just hearing that, yeah, you're able to receive love, you're able to yeah, receiving, it's really important. So it says, I had no idea I was in love until I looked into your eyes, and it scared me more than anything. But that didn't stop me. That didn't stop the fixed gaze I had on you. Okay. It talks about chaos and innocence and just enjoying living. And nothing can harm you, whatever you do. Take the risk. You always try and start a new chapter. You're unconventional. And yeah, you just let people love you. This card fell out, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting because I was getting a lot of masculine energy, but we have a lot of feminine vibes here. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles talks about being financially abundant, having your coins together, having your shit together, being very stable. So I'll pull out one more card. Spirit, how do people see pile 2? We have the Magician card. You are super skillful. You know what you need to do, and you always go after it. Like, you remind me of like Rick from Rick and Morty. And, you know, something that I think about him is that he's like the smartest person in the universe, right? That's his whole character arc. And because he's the smartest, he knows that nothing matters. And I don't know, I feel like you have this mentality where it's like there's a lot of shitty things in the world. And I feel like despite all that, you still try and see the joy in it, or you still try and just get your shit together. And it's kind of like, yeah, nothing matters, but like, I don't know, you don't want to be broke, so you work hard. Like, I hope that makes sense, Paul, too. I really hope that this reading resonated, because I was getting a lot of like different messages. But yeah, that's what I got for Pile 2. I really hope it resonated. Let me know if it did. Comment down below if you chose Pile 2, because damn, that was a lot. But yeah, let's get into the next one. So Pile 3, you guys chose the Climax card. So I mean, the first word I was hearing was experience. I feel like that's been a theme that's going on with like the past 2 piles. But Pile 3, I feel like people view you as someone that is very intelligent. I feel like you're a really soft and cuddly person. I'm hearing that you're someone that just seems so innocent and sweet. And I feel like people are always surprised when you open your mouth. The people are always surprised that like you look sweet, and then they speak to you and it's like you're also really kind. Yeah, like I feel like people try not to like you, but like it's hard not to. I feel like you just have such a nice personality, and you care about everyone so much. And yeah, I feel like people think that you're someone that's very healthy. I'm hearing that you can be someone, ooh. So there's this person in Lucifer, I forgot their name, Stella. I'll insert a photo. But yeah, Stella. So she's a Christian, and like, you know, she's a Christian. And the one thing about her is like she's a great person, but she loves bad boys. She loves, you know, danger and thrill and everything. And I feel like you're someone that's super sweet, kind, loving, all that stuff, but it's like you have a dark side. And I feel like your dark side is that you love trouble. You love, you know, danger basically. And obviously, please be safe, Pile 3. But yeah, I feel like you just love danger. I feel like people can tell that as sweet and kind and giving and loving and all that stuff that you are. It's like you have this side of you that's like, you know, Dark Betty, like this alternate personality where it's like you crave the unknown. You could definitely also just be someone that reads a lot, and I feel like you live in your books. Like you have such a big imagination, and like when you're busy reading your books, you feel like you're actually in there. You feel like you're actually, you know, in the book. You're experiencing everything. You could also be a performer, and I feel like when you do perform in front of people, people can tell that like, you know, this is from personal experience. Like you could definitely be an actor, actress, and I just feel like your acting really does, it's powerful, and I feel like it does affect people. Or like if you're into photography, or like if you're an artist, I'm hearing that your work does affect people, you know, and you do have an effect on people. I feel like you can cause people to reach their climax, you know, but like besides that, I feel like you can cause people to have their spiritual awakenings and everything. So yeah, I'm hearing that you're an amazing listener as well. And yeah, your mind is so big. I just feel like you think a lot. You're an overthinker, and people know that about you. People know you're sensitive. Yeah, they know you're sensitive. Spirit, how do people see Pile 3? How do people see Pile 3? Okay, we have the Justice card. That's a Libra energy, so you could definitely be a Libra. And yeah, the Justice card just talks about what is fair, okay? It talks about doing what is right, basically. Justice. It says, call it gravity, karma, law. It's deserving and fair. Make it make sense. You see all the facts. And I feel like you have a good judgment in other people as well. I'm just hearing that sometimes you've had to make tough decisions for certain people, or like you've had to make tough decisions in your life. And I feel like some people can say that you've been very cold, or people will say like, because I feel like you're a very stable person, but there are times when like you, I don't know, where you just crave something more in your life. And it's like, let's say you've always had the dream of like, I don't know, being married, the white picket fence, I don't know, a 9-to-5 job. But there's another side of you that's like, but also I want to run away and join the circus. Or like you have this, I don't know how to say it. Okay, wait, the camera's way too high. But you have this like, this deep burning passion. I feel like people view you as passionate and like a desire, and it's like you feel like you really want this, but like it's impractical, it makes no sense. And I feel like you're probably going to reach a point, you know, this climax. You're going to come to a crossroad where it's like you either need to choose this or this. And I feel like people can tell that like you're gonna probably leave them, in the sense of like, let's say you grew up in a town and like you've never lived. I can see you leaving and like not coming back. I can see people viewing you as someone that will travel the world and like live life, have experiences, and like not settle down and like, you know, like live your most authentic self. And I feel like people know that this isn't it for you. They know that you're gonna leave one day. People know that you're gonna experience everything that you want to experience. So maybe you're someone that always talks about your dream. Like you remind me of that person in Acrimony, the guy that wanted to make a battery, and like for decades he was trying to make this battery, and eventually he did, you know. Like people thought he was crazy, they thought he was a kook, they thought that yeah, they just thought that he wasn't gonna do it, he wasn't gonna make it, and then eventually he did. So I feel like some people believe in you, some people don't, but either way they know that you're gonna go after what you want eventually. It's like, you know, Stefan and Damon in Vampire Diaries. It's like Elena was with Stefan, but we all knew she was gonna fall for Damon. We all knew, okay? So yeah, people could even view you as someone that like you get in love triangles, okay? The drama follows you. Spirit, how did people see pile 3? So we have the 9 of Pentacles. You are happy with yourself. You are happy being single. You're happy just falling in love with yourself and like giving yourself love. You're happy with that. And then we also have the 8 of Wands. This talks about anxiety for the future. So people know that you're afraid that you're going to get stuck into a routine. People know that you're scared that you're not going to reach your goal. People know what you want to do with your life. And people know that you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be at a certain place at a certain age. So just remember, you have time. You're amazing. You're enough. I love you. And yeah, that's what I got for pile number 3. I really hope the video resonated. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.